Drake.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go because I got way more.
Well, I loved the way that you put it. It was Canadian midnight club vibes.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
I've
it is.
repeated that probably 3 times. Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Which I mean, because I'm not like that. I've very limited rap knowledge. I've listened to the Certified Boy Lover. And then Donda, and then the Kendrick album when they released. And that's the only rap albums I've listened to on release.
And that's majority just for the content.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't have if I wasn't doing this podcast.
I figured.
But I will say I still love Donda.
Really?
Yeah, I'll still listen to those songs from that album.
I usually go back and revisit a lot of stuff. Like, I'll kind of listen to it hard for like a month or so, maybe a couple weeks. Maybe come back a month later or so. And then a couple years later, I'll be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, where has this been, you know? But Donda didn't really have that effect on me yet.
No?
I haven't really listened to Kendrick in probably I wouldn't say a month, but weeks.
Yeah.
That is a different album.
Like just every like I won't listen to the whole album over again, but like every like songs that I remember that I like, I'll put this on.
Mm-hmm.
I still am enjoying it. But for Drake, I liked a couple songs from CBL.
You didn't, or you did?
I did.
Okay.
I liked a couple songs.
I like them enough to put them in like daily rotations, or just like they come on.
I was
like,
like,
okay.
oh yeah, those are pretty good.
Tolerable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm way too sexy.
That's a great song, idea.
I know who hates it.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, this song was just like, I mean, like I said this earlier, songs if it came on the radio, I'd bop to it.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I liked it better than CBL.
It's an easy listen.
Yeah, it was vibey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really super rappy, except for maybe 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah, I think the last song was probably the most.
It's funny because as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Yep, Cam's not gonna like that one."
I liked it.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, "It's a good song." Like,
I didn't like. I didn't. Was it Future?
21 Savage.
Savage. Yeah. 20.
That's because he's talking about like, yeah, we're not gonna talk about
his voice is just annoying.
You know, I wouldn't say I was a 21 Savage hater. It just wasn't my preference. I just thought it was a different side of rap that is super, let's call it violent and misogynistic, although rap in general can be very like that.
Yeah.
And again, rap is like that because that's how people grew up and that's the environment that is their reality, right? But 21 was one of those rappers where I was like, but last couple years I've been like, he's going to go down as being a really good rapper. He's like that good.
Maybe my mind will change one day. But right now,
I doubt it. I don't think you'll ever get into it. I don't think your realities mix well. Sorry, Jewish American Cameron is not going to really relate to 21 Savage and the reality of the Atlanta streets.
It's a richer shade of blue.
It's not. It's a different color, different shade.
Richer shade.
So, any songs that maybe stuck out?
Let me. Oh, so prepared.
I try.
Probably not. I think Flights Booked. That
was a good song. Yeah,
that one.
I have a ranking list I can go through as well.
Well, let me hear.
I also want to give my opinion.
And then I liked Drake's parts of Jimmy Cooks.
Okay, is that your only opinion you want to share?
I mean, yeah, it was very basic.
It's So I'll just dive right into this opinion. First of all, not what I expected. I thought after CLB that he would go into much more rap because there's been a lot of like credential checking in a sense of like, does Drake still have it? And then he'll show up on like guest features and stuff like that, and he's like just steals a song entirely. And like there's a lot of songs like that where you're just like, oh, you ever heard like that? Was it Smiley? Everybody hated Smiley's part. Like you play the first half of the song, it's a Drake verse, and you turn that shit off. That's how bad the other guy's part was. Because Drake would just take over the song. So not really what I expected. It was super just poppy dance, just super easy casual listening, you know?
Yeah.
It's definitely curated for nightclub environments. I guarantee you there will be remixes. I guarantee you that DJs will take it in really like raves and such like that. It'll be perfect for it. It's just one of them albums.
Yeah.
I will admit, first listen, I was like, am I ever going to listen to this again? Right? Because what I compare this to is More Life, and you probably haven't ever heard of it, but More Life is I would say there's some like island vibes, much more like club, like a lot of the beats and things like that, very similar. Um, so when I was listening through first time with this, I was kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what Drake? What happened? Like, what are we doing? And this is a usual thing, right? Because Certified Lover Boy, same thing. I was kind of like, not really what I expected. Like, you did a lot of marketing for this, and it's not really right.
No.
And a lot of people said the same thing. There's a couple songs that I'll listen to quite frequently, like Champagne Poetry and songs like that. But there were a couple leaks on that album that I was like, I've heard this song a million times already, you know, because it just got leaked. But
Yeah.
with this one, it's growing on me because it's easy listening. You know, you can play this in front of anybody, except for maybe like, my pussy is calling you, right? It's just, yeah, that's like one of the very few songs. But
What was the song with the bed squeaks?
yeah,
in the background?
Currents, I think.
Yeah,
I can't listen to that song.
yeah, that was very goofy.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, And this is like the third song that he's done in like 3 years, maybe a feature or his own song where it's just like a beat. You're just like, oh my god, that's so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
You know, the general consensus is to hate on Drake and like his albums, shit like that. It's crazy because you see so many people hating on his shit, but yet he outsells like everybody except for like Adele and like Taylor Swift, which are like, you know, huge stars. Yeah, there's a couple songs that I really enjoyed. Text Go Green, that's a great song. Calling My Name is good because it's just one of those songs where like it just puts you in a different element. You're just like, I don't know. There's a lot of songs that just kind of you just want to like move your hips to, essentially. You know, you just like you just kind of like start bopping to it, right? And there's not a lot of lyricism. It's just super plain, dumbed down breakup shit, right? Like, what else would you call it, right? So, I mean, I enjoy it now, and I'll probably enjoy it even more going forward because it's just super easy listening.
yeah,
As far as like him going from rap or hip hop, even R&B to dance, that wasn't something that anybody was really ready for. But all in all, this happens every single time. When Views dropped, that was probably his most hype album ever because he talked about it for years and years and years and years. Dropped it, no one liked it. You know what they say about that now? Like, oh, that's a classic.
yeah.
So it's just like it's just one of them things where, and even Drake said it in like some sort of interview or like IG live thing, and he was just like, you know, we'll wait for you guys to catch up. You know, like we know we're on like a different wave right now, blah blah blah. And the more you listen to the album, you're like, okay, like I kind of fuck with it, you know?
Yeah.
And again, to the hip hop heads and a lot of people, even myself, when you listen to that, you're like, damn, bro, you're getting soft. You know, like even with those, but the thing is like Drake has always done this. He's always like created this like new sound, if you want to call it that. So Far Gone, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views, More Life. All these different albums all sound different, and they were all hated on to start. Like Take Care, nobody liked it at first, and everybody loved it. Same thing with like everything, right? And this is curated for the radio, like it's just pure radio play, and he knows what he's doing. He's going to make a shit ton of fucking money off this. All the clubs are going to be playing this. And because people keep talking about it and they keep saying how much they dislike it, it just feeds into the, oh, okay, like Cam, for example. You don't listen to Drake, right? You're like, oh, what are they talking about? Let me listen, right?
All publicity is good publicity.
All right, and that's Hollywood's finest, right? The Toronto God knows that, right? He knows what he's doing. And it's funny because when you take a step back and you really analyze the album, you realize you're like, okay, I know exactly what he's doing. Like this is curated for all audiences, and it really is going to be overplayed in the clubs.
Yeah.
Because I was doing like DoorDash the other night, and this is gonna be funny, but I was doing DoorDash, and it, like as soon as the sun goes down and you start listening to these songs, you're like, oh shit, like this is like nighttime vibes. Like this is just purely, you just kind of bop out. And again, like I was listening to it when I was shopping today, and I was like, this is just easy listening. Right, it just beats and shit like that. And then obviously when I got to Jimmy Cooks and even Sticky, he kind of gives you like sprinkles a little bit of rap, right? So it keeps the hip hop heads in it. But again, it's funny to watch the hip hop heads just be like, "What the fuck is this garbage?" And it's like, bro, all you listen to is rap. Like that's all you listen to. You just listen to like 21 Savage, Jay-Z, and like there's just so much more that I can say, but
just broaden your horizons a little bit.
Just like 12 minutes fucking in, I read Twitter. I go on Twitter and I start reading all these tweets, and it's like, album's trash. I'm like, bro, it's been out for 12 minutes. The album's like, it's like 50 minutes long. Or, I don't even know what it doesn't even say, but.
I think it says on Spotify.
It's like
they listen at ×4 speed.
It's like, bro, you didn't even get to any of the songs. And then, of course, like Jimmy Cooks is a big one. And then everybody's like, oh, 21 carried this album. It's just like, music is super subjective, right? So this sort of album isn't for the people like
52 minutes.
52. Yeah. You just can't listen to an album one time and be like, I hate it or I love it, right?
Yeah.
Music's subjective. So that's my opinion. It's going to grow on me. If there's a song recommendation I could make for you in a comparison to this, because he's talked about making an album like this for a long time. Listen to Passion Fruit. It's one of like his biggest songs ever.
I think I've listened to it before.
If you listen to that beat, you'll see, because it's just super comparable.
I mean, even the title of the song sounds like it would be something like that.
It's just super poppy, just upbeat, love-esque. I don't know, you know. I saw a tweet that was like, "This is Passion Fruit parts 2 through 14," and I was like, "It is. No, it really is. Like, this album is super easy to listen to, and it's gonna sell a shit ton." It's just that the hip hop heads are the loudest, so everybody's like, "It's a shitty album," right?
Yeah.
And you just got to take music for what it is, right?